So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come back.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and now running right through it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, as their offense takes the field again, the road to a first-round bye in the #1 overall seed, that hit a big speed bump week 15 with that 1-point loss to the Chargers, CD.
Yeah, it certainly did. It set the playoff picture on its ear, didn't it? I mean, when you think about it now, we kind of had Kansas City locked in as the #1 seed, but we'll have to see how it all plays. But here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't matter to me where Kansas City plays, whether at Arrowhead or they go on the road. That offense, it can travel with Patrick Mahomes at the controls.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, you think about the Houston Texans and the turnaround that they've had this year, double-digit.
I have to jump in.
Oh, because you projected this.
Do we remember preseason? Was there something that was said in preseason?
You want to clear your
Houston Texans?
You want to clear your throat one more time?
Let me clear my throat. Oh, sorry. What were you saying now?
Anyway, I wanted to talk about their season and their turnaround. Double-digit wins, and they're in the mix for a first-round bye.
And just the way that they've played, I mean, let's remember, 0-3 start. Deshaun Watson said, hey, I don't know how much room there will be on the bandwagon when we get rolling. Well, apparently there's a lot of room on the bandwagon because they won 9 straight, took a loss, and then get back on the beam with a win against the Jets in Week 15. But this is a dangerous team with Deshaun Watson at quarterback, DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver. They can run the ball with Lamar Miller. And that defense, they come for you, don't they, led by J.J. Watt.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. On second down, Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Given 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. So. Z.
On 1st down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Again, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Picked off at the 11. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come back, come back.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 74 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And here comes the Texans now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Watson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a loss on the play. On second down, here's Miller. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Watson on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Reader. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Conley from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. That's fielded in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, You had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 3rd and 2, Watson. The open man is Smith. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Left, 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 left. Ace, ace. Check 37, check 37. Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z. Ringo, Ringo, Ringo.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 68 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swung and stopped them for almost no gain.